Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm just talking to you guys from the car. I figured it's probably the most quietest, most peaceful place I have when it's off, right? So I started to record some video yesterday about the front lip. I bought a front lip on eBay like everyone else. I'm not really gung-ho about being either 2JDM and all this stuff. If you are, that's okay. But if you've been watching my channel for a long time, you probably noticed like the stuff that I really care about is the stuff under the hood, the stuff in the engine bay, and that's generally where all my money goes. So I bought actually two lips on eBay. One was terrible. It was like a 3-piece lip or whatever. The second one turned out to be pretty good. So I went ahead and I did an install, and the install went really quick. The lip fits almost perfectly. You know, it's an eBay lip, so you expect things to not be perfect. But honestly, for all intents and purposes, it looks really good, like really freaking good. I didn't paint it. I think I like the black. It accents the car pretty well. So I did that, and you know, the screws, I try to be methodical about it. I started at the corners. I think it would have been better if I started in the middle. But maybe if I do that ever again, I'll rethink that. But this is my first install. I'll show you guys some of that, some of those videos, because some of the video actually came out good. My issue is that I recorded the entire process from start to finish. And the videos where I'm explaining what I'm doing and things like that, unfortunately, those videos came out like shit. Completely out of focus. I use a Nikon D5600 for some of these DIYs because I like to get in and get lots of detail about what it is that I'm doing. Unfortunately, the autofocus on that camera sucks. Right now I'm using my iPhone, and honestly, the iPhone is 10 times better of a video camera. And I'm shopping around for a better camera, but whatever. Let's forget about the camera, okay? This was supposed to be a 2-part video. So the second part video, I did a front splitter install. Now I bought the full-size splitter from DevSport last year, and it sat for a year. I was not very motivated to do it. As the months went by and things got colder, and it just, at some point I wasn't even sure if I was gonna install it. But oh, what is that? Oh, another 9thGen. Oh, with a fart can exhaust. All right, team boys. Anyway, the front splitter, I thought it would be a little more challenging. What is that, a tracker, Mitsubishi tracker? So to the front splitter, initially I was going to install it on the bumper, and I was in a rush. I'll say that. But then I said, you know what? It might actually be easier to install it to the car, to the chassis, and get actual downforce out of this thing. And so I started and I did that, and I wasn't sure how to install it to the car, so I went to the manual. On their website, DevSport actually shows you some stuff that some people have done to just make it work. One guy actually just got washers, nuts and bolts, and stuff you build like decks with, like those brackets, those beam brackets. And I was like, oh, all right, cool. I know Home Depot. It's like Home Depot's like my favorite parts store, because 9 out of 10 times I'm going there to buy something that I need for the car. So I went to Home Depot. I bought some brackets. I actually had some brackets from some work I was doing on the house. So I had some of those, but then I bought some other materials, aluminum, you know, L-beams or whatever you want to call them. I bought one with a lot of holes to allow me to adjust things if I want to later. And you know, it was not fun trying to figure out how to build a bracket for the car. It wasn't fun, I'll be honest. I'll show you some video of what it looked like. I basically built an I-beam, and I'm happy with how it came out. It feels solid. It's all well put together. This thing is not going anywhere, but at the same time, it's, man, like, so I used some self-tapping screws that people use for roofing material or stuff like that. They're anodized and coated, and there's a rubber O-ring on them, which I love, to hold some of those brackets to the support of the car. And that metal on the front of the car is super hard. But so I built basically an I-beam to support the splitter to the car. And if you want to sort of copy what I'm doing, you know, it's not pretty, but it works. The insight that I'll give you is that the beam there going top to bottom, that one is about 7.5 inches long, and that worked out perfect for me. Now, the brackets on the bottom, I ended up having to cut them because the bumper wouldn't actually like go all the way in. It kept hitting them and hitting them. I cut a small piece of the bumper out, like just a little triangle. And I know, Ian, if you're watching this, dude, you probably want to like crucify me right now. I'm sorry, but I had to do it. But it got to a point where I didn't want to cut anything more. The other thing that I got rid of, there's an under tray that's attached to the bumper, and that thing is super heavy. Like when I took it off, now the bumper feels like sort of like an old bumper. Like my RSX bumper wasn't really a heavy bumper, and you know, one thing you'll notice if you take off the bumper for this car is that it's pretty freaking heavy. And it's that under tray, that plastic, it's really thick, really sturdy. But since I already have the front splitter, I don't really need that thing, so I got rid of it. And I was also afraid it's going to be flapping around in there and doing all kinds of stuff and not hooked up to anything, because once the splitter covers it, I got nowhere to tap it into. But yeah, at the end of it all, like honestly, I think halfway through it I wanted to quit. But I'm glad I didn't. It would have been nice to have a pair of hands. I'm a one-man show, and you know, everyone's busy with a lot of things. So I could have asked my neighbor to come give me a hand, but everyone's got too much on their plate. So this one, if you got a buddy, get them, you know, take measurements. The really annoying part about this install, is that I had to take the bumper on and off probably 50 times. And I'm not kidding, like I'm not exaggerating. It was fit it, measure, fit it, measure, fit it, measure, cut, fit it, cut, measure. It was back and forth. It became an exercise, like a marathon or something. Not the stuff I love doing. I'll be honest with you guys. I'm more mechanical, electronical tune stuff. I don't mind doing wiring. I actually like doing wiring and stuff, especially when you start doing really nice work. But am I happy with the way it came out? Yeah. Honestly, for all the struggles that I had, the completed project is nearly perfect. If you saw this car, you probably wouldn't be able to tell that I think there's like a 1/4 inch or 1/8 of an inch too far to the left. I think it's 1/8 of an inch, but I can tell. I know it's there. I don't love the fact that the difference is there, but it's 1/8 of an inch. I mean, this is not a dedicated track car. So thank you guys for watching. If you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. I'm gonna try to give you guys some more DIYs. Weather's getting nicer. We'll finally have some sunshine, and I get to do what I love doing, is putting content out there that really helps people, not just, you know, the dyno queen stuff, the pole stuff, but like I've had this car for about 1.5 years now. I've had this car for about 1.5 years, and it's got a lot of stuff already done to it, and it's got a lot more stuff to go. So thank you guys. I appreciate the support. I'll be seeing you at the next video.